Welcome back to the training session. I know people are just switching on their videos there. So we are back. We are live. Uh, great, great. So yeah, basically, I don't have much to say. Like I will just want to have more and more time for our speakers and to learn from them. And I don't know if Sid, you wanted to say something before Joy and Vandana get started.
Yeah, very thoughtful, Subodh. Very thoughtful of you to do that. I just wanted to say that again to everyone on the team, Joy and Vandana and Roop and I are troopers in the business, like a lot of you guys are. Between all of us, we've seen a lot of ups, we've seen a lot of downs, and we stay steady and keep moving on. And Roop and I are so excited to welcome them in Diamond Club. They're just super people, so we love them a lot. And yeah, let's just hear from Joy and Vandana. Is that okay, Subodh? Can I just bring them up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Joy and Vandana, over to you, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid, and thank you so much, Roop. Great hosting, Subodh. Great choice of words, and you ran it like a charm. So thank you so much. Flawless, actually, I would say. Lots to learn by many teams on how you guys operate this whole thing. So very good, very well done. So we obviously are going to kind of come at you from our perspective. Like I tell people, right? Uh, if you listen to the same song sung by different people, they may try to imitate each other, but they'll not quite be able to sing it exactly the same. So even if I try to talk like Sid, I know I'm not even going to come close to 10% of what he is. But I'm going to tell you the 100% of the joy, but you will see a reflection of 10% of Sid as well in my talks, I'm sure. Okay. So because I truly consider Sid and Roop both as amazing role models. I remember the moment they qualified Diamond, they came to Atlanta, Georgia. We were the first city they showed up to. In fact, the announcement had not even formally been done by that time. They were just finishing up Diamond qualification, and they came to Atlanta to spend time with, one of the double diamonds from Atlanta, Georgia, at that point in time. And so they came over and they did a team evaluation for us. And I kid you not, I was blown away. I said, man, this guy is real. He is like real. I used to listen to him on audios. I never had a chance to really see him in person. And when I saw him unplugged, I just fell in love with this gentleman. He's super cool. And we have so much to learn from just by observing him. The way he handles himself, the demeanor that he has, and the calm confidence. And all I can tell you is this, that Roop, as a lady leader, she is extremely powerful. There are times when you actually start looking at a couple and you start thinking that, who is the stronger one? And when here you see Sid and Roop, you can't quite figure it out because both of them are super strong as couple. And when they talk, you just say, man, who do I pick, right? There's a couple of sentences here. You say, yes, it's Sid. Then you hear Roop talking, oh, no, it's Roop who's the strong one, right? You just can't quite figure it out because that's the reason why they're not 100%, they're together 1,000%. And that's the power of Sid and Roop. And no wonder you belong to the best organization. And we are so happy for you all. Okay. If given a choice, if I was going through a qualification process or we were going through it and Sid and Roop were the ones that were taking us through the process, we would jump literally without thinking twice. Okay. So congratulations. Okay. I know that the numbers were fluctuating a little bit here and there. It went up to 103, then went up to 98, then went to 99, then went to 101 and 102. And then, so the thing is this, that variation sometimes, which happens, it doesn't impact my emotional state because I'm the speaker, it doesn't matter to me. But if you had a candidate on the call, based upon the number reducing, the first thing you're probably doing is going to participant list and checking, is my candidate still there? And that feeling and that emotion is what I want you to understand how to handle. Okay.
Sure.
Because that is probably the make or break of people who transform themselves from being an IBO to being a leader. Okay. So we'll talk about those things today. We'll talk about where we were stupid. Okay. We'll talk to you about all the mistakes we made. Okay. We will not tell you how good we are. We can tell you how stupid we are in reality. So when we got launched in the business, I'm telling you, seriously speaking, I made the first big mistake. And I didn't know, I was not prepared for anything. I just didn't know. I just knew I was in business and this business was going to be for me to become financially free. And the way to become financially free is change your buying habits and tell other people about it, right? That's what it was. Isn't that true, right? Harshmeet, that's true, right? So I knew that that's exactly what I learned. And so I picked up the phone and called my own sister who lived in Atlanta, Georgia. And I picked up the phone and called her and said, guess what? She said, what should I guess? I said, we are going to be financially free. Remember the Lamborghini I told you about? She said, yes. I said, I'm going to get it. She said, how? I said, guess what? I'm going to change my buying habits. I'm going to tell you to change your buying habits and we're going to be millionaires and we can afford Lamborghinis. And she said, you're a nutcase. And she hung up the line. Now it's been close to around 18 years. She hasn't still quite heard from me what my business is. But all she knows is change your buying habits, tell other people about it, and you'll become a millionaire. Baloney doesn't work. So we were stupid because we did not follow the guidance given to us by our mentors. They told us, prepare yourself first before you get engaged in doing things. And I said, no, I know it. What do you mean? You're going to teach me how to talk? I've been talking for so many years. I'm a grown man. I can talk. Okay. The issue was not that I did not know to put the words together. I did not know what words to put together. The issue was that. And that is where mentorship became important. So that was the first blow I got. So I got a blow and I said, you know what? I also heard in the audio that it happens. So let's try it on Vandana's sister who's in California. So guess what? They said no. And so we emotionally blackmailed them to get launched. We are related to you. You are our sister. You're still not going to survive. What is it? And they launched. But guess what? They launched just to say they'll stop talking. So we were stupid. We made mistakes. But guess what? Making mistakes should not actually go ahead and put you on the back seat every single time. I have had car accidents. Did not mean I stopped driving. It just meant I had to drive differently. That's all. It don't mean cars are bad. It don't mean roads are bad. It don't mean anything else. It just meant that I did not have the right mindset or the mental state of mind or the skill set, or I was just being not thoughtful. So it happens. And you'll make that same mistake or maybe different ones. So that was the first mistake that we made. And then when we started making those mistakes, we had to kind of grow from it. So we learned how to start talking to people. We became choosy in our choice of words. So we did grow in that area. And then we started trying to talk to people. We would do other stupid things with them. So we have made enough mistakes to actually quit the business every single time we made the mistake. But guess what? We said we are not going to be people that are going to just walk away because we heard something crazy that happened for somebody else, by somebody else, or even by us. We said we're going to forgive ourselves and we're going to grow from there. Successful people are not the ones that are scared of making mistakes. Successful people are people that can make a mistake, learn from it, adapt, change, and then grow from there. I know many of you are probably still stuck on the 4 basics. You're still struggling. You're still going ahead. And if you're IBOs, you already know what I'm talking about. And if you're new IBOs, there's a different way to build the business. It was a quick and dirty way. It was a way that you just talk to people, convince them, and get them started. That was the way, right? And then we realized we had to become a business which had to be an A-class business. We don't want to be a C-class business. And not that that's a bad way of building the business. It's just that it's a non-reliable way of building the business. So we want to make sure we could adapt something which was going to be a more structured way of launching people so we could actually work with them effectively and efficiently, like Roop was talking about. So you got to know that if you are still stuck in the old ways because you say, oh no, it's too difficult to change. I've done it for years together. I find it more comfortable. The only thing is this, I always challenge people. The day you tell me you're comfortable, please go back to the flip phones or go back to a non-smartphone. Why are you looking for an upgraded phone? Why are you looking for an upgraded car? Why are you looking for an upgraded home? I would rather upgrade my mindset. We all want upgraded toys, but we don't want upgraded minds. That's a problem. So I had to change myself. I said every single time I bought a toy for myself was either a widescreen monitor like the one I'm using right now or anything else. I just said to myself, if those toys impress me, is my mind also widescreen? Do I have more real estate in my mind? Then what content am I seeing in that real estate? Screen is big, but what are you seeing? Are you seeing movies? Are you browsing web pages for no reason at all? Are you really conducting business? So in my mind, which had expanded its thinking, what am I going to put in it? Am I going to put restrictive thinking? I'm going to put unrestricted thinking. We had to change in those areas. Now, today you may be on this call, and I'm not coming to you as rude, by the way. I'm telling you my mistakes. Every single thing I did for myself that refined me or recrafted me as an individual is what I'm telling you. When I was working with Ganesh, initial stages of my business, Ganesh every single time used to challenge me. He would say, Joy, any question I would say, he said, what would you do? He would ask me that question. And then I would give the answer of what I would do. And then the moment I would say that answer, he would say, okay, do it. And I would say, man, what? That's crazy. He's never telling me to change anything. Every time I tell him something, he just says, okay, do it. So I asked him the question, why don't you tell me? He says, when I ask you, you have the answer. So why do I need to tell you? You have the answer. That is already in your mind. What would you do? You have the answer. So what can I teach you? The day you tell me you don't know how to analyze that situation and you just don't know what to think about it is the day I will tell you the answer for that question. So I had to become like an empty slate. And I did not ask the same question 2 times. Once asked is done. So I valued mentorship in a very big way. And the reason mentorship was so important to me is because I valued Ganesh's time. He was a busy man. He had thousands of people in his business network. Why would he give me time, Joy and Vandana? Why would he give us time? We were just Q12s in the business. He was a diamond in the business. Why would we deserve his time? So we had to make sure that we demonstrated enough ability that we created a pull. And the pull was, he said that Joy and Vandana are committed every single day. Now the question is this, you will create an environment. I hope your mentor is somebody that can pull your leg occasionally. Ganesh pulls my leg. He says, Joy, you had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I say, what do you mean by that? He says, every time you got a promotion at work, the foot was there. Every time you did not get a promotion, your foot was here. I said, never, it never happened. But he pulls my leg. Even today, he'll pull my leg. He'll just say, Joy, you need to buy your flight tickets. I said, why? He says, only then you'll have a big dream to go diamond. I said, what are you talking about? So the point is this, you need to give the ability for the upline to be able to kind of hold you together. He has to become your friend, and a friend will be able to say things to you and you should not get offended by that. I tell you, Sid is a great friend of mine. He's not my mentor, but he's a great friend. He can pull my leg all day long. And he has done that before in Achievers. I enjoy spending time with him big time. Your objective is to become a friend to your mentor. You got to know that in the journey of building the business, when we were going platinum, when we were getting mentored by Ganesh in that platinum ship, Ganesh told us, can you build it with brute force? And we asked the question, what do you mean by brute force? He said, can you launch people at will? Means if you had to launch somebody, let's assume you get a game plan. I'm going to take an example of Chris. Let's assume Chris is being mentored by Sid. And Sid tells Chris, say, Chris, but you got to go ahead and launch 2 people this month. Okay, and Chris is already ready mentally. Let's assume that. It should not be a mystery in Chris's mind that how do I launch 2 people in my business? He needs to know how much work has to go in. He needs to have the ability, the skill set to actually go ahead and qualify people and put them into the process so he can launch those 2 people. And the way he would do that is he would make sure that there's a tight communication every step of the way. He has got Sid and Roop engaged and he's telling them what is going on in the business so that, and what is going on with the candidate so he can get those chiseling tips. So he knows for sure that he can actually get the right outcome. And that is what is called play, huddle, play. And that is the level of intensity you got to carry for your platinumship. That's what we were doing. We were so in touch with Ganesh that the platinumship was a complete strategy. It was not a mystery for us. We knew we were getting it done. In fact, you'd be very surprised to know we went platinum plus and we went platinum elite. We didn't even know that. We didn't know those pins existed because we never tracked those things. We went Q12, we didn't even know we had gone Q12. We were in a conference in Richmond, Virginia, and I still remember the Amway Corporation person had come over there. Foreigners, Nancy, some Blankenship or somebody was there, and they had come with a special check. We were in the entire Colosseum of 20 plus thousand people. We were the only Platinum Plus. And they handed us the check and we were like, oh, we didn't even know that because we never tracked it. We never chased PIN. We chased profitability. We chased structure. We chased building a business the right way. And yes, in your case, don't make that as an excuse to say, now I don't need to say I'm going 1,000 PE this month. No, 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 no. Please don't do that. PIN is important, but with proper direction, don't buy your PIN. You should not go 1,000 points and suddenly your plants at home are growing better because you are feeding them Nutrilite. That should not happen. You should have it done with the right structure. So you have peace of mind. Your PIN should make you so comfortable and so happy. I'd rather be a happy 800 PV than an unhappy 1,000 points. So you've got to be very clear. Going platinum is about not just brute force, but brute force with thought and launching at will. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the emerald ship and how that happened. But I know Vandana has got lots of things to talk about, which is transformative thinking for you. So make sure you take a bunch of notes because this is going to be where the rubber meets the road. Here's Vandana coming at you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joy. And, I definitely want to thank Sid and Roop one more time. And I can tell, Roop said it already that, we go long back. I remember, being with them in conferences with strollers and, small kids in the strollers. And, I have learned so much by her example, her story. I'm sure all of you must have heard their story on audios, but her story has given me so many lessons because I had so many things very similar, challenges in the beginning to overcome. And I have picked up so many lessons from her story, her talks. And she always, inspires
They'll log back in, guys. Just give them a second.
admire you a lot, Roop. I have to say that. And, so I definitely cherish our friendship and look forward to definitely joining you guys in Diamond Club very, very soon. And I can't wait to spend that quality time with you guys. So, so a couple of things that I want to share, what Joy was talking about, backing on that. A lot of times, we make things very complicated in our mind. This business is not very complicated. It's very, very simple, but it is the life that we all have when we get launched in the business that we have to make space for it. And the space is created through the importance that you give it. So you have to first understand what is this business meaning to you? What do you think that this can do for you? And that will come through a lot of listening to audios. If you're new, first 30, 60, 90 days in the business, we should listen to a lot of audios and get into the heart of the people who have built this business, especially, Sid and Roop. I'm sure you must have heard it, hear it again and again with a thought process that I want to learn what did this couple who was already professionally so successful saw in this business and got sold out to it. So to get that mindset, you have to really understand how are they thinking? What did they see in it that probably I'm not seeing? Because that's the only reason somebody makes time and somebody doesn't get time and they have too many other things, because everybody has 24 hours. Everybody has the same. And you know what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is nothing but energy management. So you have to know to say no to those many things that come in your life and say yes to those few important things. But again, that comes out of you understanding what this business can do for you. So I can tell you from our example, we were running in two different directions with two different jobs, and dropping the kids early morning and running and coming back in the night, evening, tired, and then somehow putting the meal together, eating, and just going back and doing the same thing. And we did not see any end to that, because we always had that sense of insecurity. What if one of us loses the job? How will we sustain for 6 more months? So that what if was a big, heavy weight on our head all the time, with 2 kids. And that's what, when we saw the opportunity, we started thinking that what if this works? There are so many people who have done it. So what have they done? What have they done? They have done, they have made this business as a priority. And that's what we did. We made anybody who has moved on in the business, you go back and listen to them and understand them, you'll see all they did was made it a priority. So let me tell you what that looks like. For us, our social interactions were not giving us anything. On the weekends, we were getting more tired because we were just attending birthday parties and things like that, either going or inviting. It was like more work. And it was not giving us anything. Outcome, nothing. Just social interaction. And the kind of conversations we were having in those, that was not value adding. All the conversation was the same every single time because it was the same people every single time. So we had to cut that out. We could not cut out our family. Our family is right here local. So we had to get smart with our time. We saw that, they were not very, comfortable with us giving them a reason that we have to do something in the business. So we became smart. Like what Joy said, we did our stupid share of things in the beginning, but we got smart. We said, okay, so we gave them reasons that they could take it, and they understood better. And so we cleared our calendar because we knew our financial future. Our family couldn't help us if needed. So we had to depend. In fact, very soon when we were Q12 and above, we were able to give that back a little bit, in the sense that, we made sure that every 2.5 months, it was on our calendar that it's getting time now. So, and so, your family dynamics. So things like that, especially in India, if you're in India, things like that happen even here. So becoming smart with those things. And a lot of us actually have that common sense and people skills when it comes to our jobs, when it comes to our things that we do outside of the business. But for some reason, when we come to this business, we just don't see it. But when you become intentional about, you have to see growth, you will know those pockets of time. We cut down our sleeping, 1 hour in the night and 1 hour in the morning. I stopped shopping with hanging with, with having 2 kids hanging, on me. We have some stores which are open late night. All my shopping shifted to that time when kids were asleep, so that it was quick and, fast. Our eating, food, cooking and cleaning. I was a cooking and cleaning freak. That cut short. So things like that, and you have to figure out what are those things for you that you can create that time, because everybody has the same time and you can do anything that you want, but you cannot do everything. So prioritizing that time and energy management, knowing what is your better time of the day that you can do certain things. When can you do non-productive things? When can you do productive things? Early in the morning, I do not spend too much time in cleaning, cooking, and things like that, because that's my productive time. I have full energy. I do my meditation, and then I am so full of energy to do productive things rather than doing things which are not going to add so much value. Of course, I take care of them too. When I'm tired or when I'm not in that much bright phase, then I do those things too. So understanding yourself, understanding your time pockets, and also everybody, we all truly, when we are building the business, are equal. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. If we were when we were at 1,000 PV level, we didn't think that emerald or even platinum was possible for us. When we were platinum, we didn't think that emerald was possible for us. And that gap, because whenever you have a desire, you can accomplish it. It is already there for you, because God only gives desire if he knows that you have the potential to get it done. So if you got a desire, You have all that it takes inside you. But the only thing is that sometimes we don't believe. We don't believe that we can do certain things, we can change or things like that, whatever it is. And so that gap, if you can bridge that gap of belief between desire and belief, that gap, the goals will be done just like that. So don't have a big gap between what you desire and belief. So put goals in such a way that you can believe them. So we are not putting our goals uh, just when we got launched. We didn't put the goal. Of course, in the beginning we did, like Joy mentioned, we thought that we'll go diamond in 2 years. That didn't happen. We thought we'll go in 5 years. That didn't happen either. But yes, we went Q12 in 3.5 years. So we started putting the work. So what I mean by that is that uh, put a goal which is closer to your belief, and then put in the work so that you can accomplish that. When you accomplish that, you put the next goal. So if you are wherever you are, and that's true even for us, that's, I'm sure, true for Sid and Roop. They have another goal too, and they're going to work for, they're working towards that, and we are working towards our goal too. So it is a never ending journey. But until unless you know how to set the right kind of goals, and things that you can really see, but at the same time which stretches you to do a little bit more, come out of your comfort zone and put in your 100%, you will not do it. So make sure that grab the hands of your coaches. That is the key. Don't just go random speaking things or saying things that just looks good, because it is not about speaking. It's about what you feel inside. Does it make you feel comfortable and happy about what you're speaking? If it is not making that, and you feel uncomfortable, and you feel I don't know if inside music is, I don't know how it's going to happen, and outside you're speaking that, it's not happening. Just know that. So make sure that you be very open and transparent with your uplines and coaches. And believe me, the day you do that, you will have such a comfortable feeling, because they know where you can do more, and they know your strengths. I really thank God that our uplines could stretch us to become the people that we have become today. Because looking at myself, if I look at my pictures and I remember some of the thought process that I used to have, if I see myself, I can't believe that I could become what I am today. Of course, I'm nowhere close to where I want to go, but truly the transformation, the change, and that is the true success. That at every level, you'll be very happy if you go inside and see that what is it that the area that you need to work on. And again, of course, like Sid said, there is nobody like ladies, supporting the husbands and things like that. Even in our household, it's not like that. But still, at the same time, because we are wired differently, men and women, we, compute things a little differently. And so sometimes, we are a little bit more emotional compared to men. But, having that understanding about yourself also, that even, and that not just for ladies, even for men, between husband and wife, if you're working as a couple, to be more productive, you want to keep those how should I say, I would not say let's say conflict, situations which bring conflict of thinking, or any disturbance, keep to minimum. Of course, you cannot remove them 100%. There has to be there, because that's also a good thing, because through that you learn about each other. But then don't take it to the extreme that you only dwell on that. So learn how to bounce back quickly. If you have any emotional situation, it could be not just between husband and wife, it could be even between for your families. Something happens, and life happens around us all the time, to us all the time. But that's the reason we need this business. In fact, to tell you the truth, there was a phase in our business when Joy lost his job, and we had actually gone into 100,000 debt. And being in United States, we didn't have any family support, we didn't have any light. And it's not that our uplines gave us money or anything like that, But the kind of mindset that we got at that time, I don't think so. If we were in any other place, we would have understood how to come out of it. In fact, within a couple of years, we came out of that debt. Plus, we had security, and probably we had to go through that phase to understand, how to probably manage things better. And it was a great lesson. But we couldn't say that today to anybody if we were not in the business. I can definitely see, because I remember at the same time, there were people who were not in the business, our family and friends, who came and gave us some advice. And thankfully by then, we had matured enough to know where the right guidance is, and we followed something even though we were not sure, but we knew that this is the way to go. And we followed a few people, our mentors, and we did exactly what they recommended. And within a couple of years we were out of it. And same thing, if we would have followed what the other side of the people were telling us, I don't think so we would be in that situation. And then having that mindset of knowing that how growth looks like. Sometimes we look at growth from outside. We think that outside flashy things, what others are doing, and today's world, social media, those are lifestyles, and those are, we even today, and that's what we have learned in the business, stay below your means. And so we live a very simple life, because for few reasons, because it gives you peace of mind, and it also declutters your life. Because if you have too many things going on, it just clutters your mind, and outside world may think that you are that big shot with all these things going on. But truly, for yourself, there is nothing. It's all anxiety. And especially through this pandemic time, when we are sitting at home, and there are a lot of things that people are looking at, because we have that extra time and not knowing where to put that time. People are coming up with all weird things that they're talking about, and it just feels like, man, we are in such an environment where we can truly know what true north is, and where to focus, and how to prioritize your time. So knowing that, a lot of times we don't want anybody to put garbage in our home or around our home, but we put that not knowing in our minds, by not paying attention to what we're putting in our mind. So be very intentional about what you're reading, what you're looking at on the internet, what kind of people you're associating with, what kind of people who are guiding you. Are you paying attention? And really going deeper and understanding what is it that drives them, and looking at their lifestyle and understanding what is in store. So we are truly blessed. We are truly amazed. We have two beautiful kids today. They are 18 and 20, and they are doing amazing. Our daughter is in college, third year, going to third year now, and she has been on Dean's List for the last couple of years, every single time. And our son is just joining college, and he's joined the business with us, and just amazing young man. And you look at them, and you look at the kids around, you see the value system that they have in them, and it's all because of what we have learned in this opportunity. Because we knew that how families are raised, it is so important. And also because I could give up my job, so I had that time to invest into them, and sit with them, and listen to them, and sow those seeds where I knew that they needed that time and energy. So it's very important that you really understand what you want to accomplish from this business, and sit with your uplines. And this new fiscal year is going to be just amazing. You guys have the best of the best. Sid and Roop, they have the best hearts, best wisdom for your for their team, and you cannot go wrong with them. So just stay tight, understand what this business can do for you, and learn from their example. You have the best examples. You don't have to go anywhere beyond them. So we are truly blessed and excited to be here tonight with you guys. And thank you so much, Sid and Roop, for the opportunity. So back to Joy.
Awesome, very good. So, see, I told you she's extremely powerful, and the reason for that is because she knows and she lives by every single thing she spoke about today, right? Now, let's talk about this. If you want to go platinum, you can do it with brute force. Let's talk about the role which Sid and Roop are playing today. They're diamonds in the business. They are looking at moving forward. They're looking at now breaking in their team multiple Q12s, multiple emeralds, and multiple diamonds. That's what they want to do. That's their charter right now. Now, to get to that level, when you are actually going to go ahead and break those diamonds, if you start observing them, they actually find strength in people. They're not looking for weaknesses, what to fix, what to kind of always tell, do this, do this. They're looking for strengths. There are many of you that actually, you may be surprised to know that they're talking good things about you behind your back. You may be judging yourself, but they are not judging you. Because the only way they can build a big business is by finding strength in people. Because leaders will find strength in people. So if today you are looking at going platinum, the first thing you're going to do is start looking for people who you can edify in your mind and heart, who you think can be a 4,000 PE leg. Can you identify that person? Can you truly start overlooking what is a problem in them? I'll give you an example. Okay. And by the way, this is nothing to tell you guys. In our case, a speaker typically goes screen by screen by screen to see how many videos are on. I generally do not do that when I'm actually talking to a different team because I don't know how many more videos. I know the front screen has got videos. That's why I was talking to the first screen. I deliberately changed the setting so I don't see 49 in one single view. I like to keep it with 25. So I know for a fact that these 25 squares are always filled with videos. Because for a speaker to look at videos that are not turned on can sometimes turn them off. Does that make sense? Same thing, an upline may be looking at their team and they're looking at the people and they're thinking, why is that guy's video not on? What is going on with him? Right? If they start thinking like that, that means automatically they have stopped counting on that person to be a 4K for them. So two things. First thing is you start looking at good things. And number two is if you are the person who is going to be the 4K, you make sure you don't give a reason for your upline to look at those kind of things in you. So when we started going the level of trying to get emeraldship done, we started looking at people and finding their strengths. We edified the people, the heck out of people for what they could do in their business. They started believing in themselves more than the world could believe in them. And the moment that happened, they started becoming stronger. So a leader will be always other people oriented. Leader is always other people oriented. And leader knows that people lose their dreams in a subtle way. It never happens immediately. It never happens like a sudden shock. It is a subtle thing. A leader can observe when somebody is losing steam. They can actually observe it. And the only time that happens is when people lose their own self-image. So I made sure that my team, every person has a very healthy self-image. Man, when they will open their mouth, they're going to smoke the thing. That's what I wanted every single time. Sid and Roop's team is exactly like that, by the way. We have gone from BBS to, I think we went to Calgary as well to do the BBS. And I know at that time, Sid and Roop's team was there. Man, what a sharp team. They came up and I was like, man, what a crisp team this is. Like, I'm looking at the videos out here. What a crisp team you guys are. So I know that they always find strength in you guys. They always build you. They are always other people oriented. Next thing. The one thing which is going to be a shocking thing for you to understand is there are a lot of misconceptions people have in the business. And these are just misconceptions. Okay. How many times have you heard that we want to become a diamond just like a diamond? Have you heard that? Right? People take pictures also of diamond, put as the wallpaper of their phone and wallpaper of their computer, diamond, right? Everywhere, diamond, 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 right? Now, let's talk about one quality of a diamond because of which you think our business we call diamond is a diamond, right? We call this is a diamond, right? And so we kind of create a relationship. We say, just like diamonds, these are the diamonds, right? So can anybody unmute themselves and tell me what quality that you see in a physical diamond that you want to see in an upline diamond? Can anybody unmute and tell me? What quality do you see in a diamond, a physical diamond, that you think is so amazing about that? Anybody? How many of you will believe and say the statement diamonds are very, very strong, right? Do you guys see that?
Yeah, physically ये वाला भी होता है.
I'm sorry, come again.
Now we were saying like they are the hardest material. They don't break with pressure easily.
Okay, so you said two words, and I'm going to clarify that for a second, right? Very, very good points, though. You said the right thing. Kishore Kumar, I know you are also unmuting yourself.
It is as strong as the same thing what Harshit mentioned. Then, whatever the things happen, you should be like as a leader. What you are speaking, it is not unshakable, right? You cannot develop on what is happening at the background or something happens. Like it is in a one word, it is unshakable. Whatever you can say, and one word you can say that is as strong as diamond in physical or whatever the state in our business also the same thing.
Very good.
Thank
you. So thank you so much, Kishore. Okay, so I'm going to remove a misconception for you guys. Okay, you may not like the answer, but this is the reality. Okay, and you can study it yourself. I'm telling you a fact. I'm not giving you an opinion, by the way. Okay, I'm telling you a fact. Okay, the fact is diamond is the not the strongest material. It is the hardest material. I can break a diamond with a hammer, by the way, just to be very transparent. You put a diamond, boom, boom, it will shatter to pieces. So it is not strong, it is hard. That's the difference. Now, the misconception we have is we automatically relate hardness and strength in our mind. Do you know one thing? Why I call in our business a diamond is because they have restructured themselves. Amway diamond is not the hardest thing in the world or the strongest thing in the world. We don't even care that. It is the more restructured. So there's luster, there is beauty, and a diamond can only chisel another diamond. That is the quality for which we say that you become a diamond. It's you rewiring the carbon atoms inside, so you become a diamond. It's same carbon, but the way it's aligned, it becomes a diamond. So you can be coal or you can be a diamond. It is the process of the pressure on it that realigns the insides for you to become a diamond. So you got to remove misconceptions in this business also. There are certain misconceptions you have, not about diamondship, but about the effort it will take for you to break pins. So your objective is to take a step back and say, what does it take for me to break 1,000 PV, a 1,500 PV, a 2,500 PV? You got to know that the only way you can break that pin is when there's a person in your team who could think the way you thought when you went 2,500 for the first time. If you don't see that quality yet, means you have not yet been able to transfer your thinking to somebody, means there's nobody that has got a mastermind alliance with you. So how many calls do you make after this meeting is done right now tonight? How many people are you going to talk to? Right now it is 10:30 p.m. We are just about to end the meeting in 3 to 4 minutes. And once we end the meeting, how many people are you going to talk to? There are two ways we have built the business in the past. When a meeting would get over, we would call our side legs. The side leg means the lone ranger. I'm not putting them down, by the way. Okay. The lone ranger, I would call that guy because that is my protection guy. I want to make sure he grows, right? And I will do that. And then I'll spend 2 hours with that guy and then go to bed. But then I realized my conversation with people has to be broken down into different slabs. So if it's 10:30, I may spend 10:30 to probably 10:45 with my new guy. I'm not going to take too much time with that guy. But then I'm going to go from 10:45 to 11:15. I'm going to give 30 minutes to my guys that are the next layer. But my leaders in the business are going to get time probably at around midnight. That is when mastermind alliance starts kicking in. That is when a total transformational thinking is going to happen. If Sid and Roop only have good things to talk about Join Vandana after this meeting, we have not done our job right. We hope they're able to identify that the weaknesses in Join Vandana. And when they talk to you, hopefully they can say, look at that, they did this, but they can still go emerald. You can surely do it. I don't think they'll say that. But what I'm saying is, in your mind, you should feel like that. But yes, the tenacity, the resilience, the focus, the work ethic, you got to beat us in that. What we may say stupid things. It's okay. We may have done stupid things. That's okay. But the other areas you got to match up. So if you want to have a big business, first thing is you have to be willing to make sure people can grow. Some people say, I look at the silver lining on the cloud, right? Because the cloud is there, cloud is bad. First thing is, why don't you take an umbrella with you? How does it matter if there's a silver lining or not? If it rained, it rained. Have an umbrella. And in this business, your umbrella is your mindset. If you don't develop a mindset, whether silver lining, no silver lining, you're going to get drenched, you're going to get beaten up by life. So develop the right mindset. Point number one. Point number two, be willing to put in the effort when putting in effort is not beautiful or is not something that is called the trend. When people are not saying that putting in the people are saying, man, nowadays it's fast money. You can get onto Robinhood app and make money. You can do this, you can do that. Everybody can make money. Like Ganesh says, even a monkey with an iPhone or a smartphone could have made money last year on Robinhood. He clicks buy, buy, buy. Anything he buys goes up. Right? And that is true. But that is not lifestyle. Come on. Don't try to. And by the way, I can challenge you this. Some people say, I made so much money, right? In stock market. You have heard that. Let's see. How much have you eaten out of that money? You cannot, because it's seed money. The day your dividends, mind you, dividends. I'm not talking of seed money. That is the money that has to be in the market for you to make dividends, right? When your dividends become $100,000 a year, so you can eat the dividends, that is the day I know you're an investor. Not because you put $1,000, it became $1,500, so you made $500. Did you pull that 500 out? No, you kept it invested in. So anything that you're making is not money you'll ever be able to eat, because that has to grow into dividends. And people don't understand that. So we never got distracted in our journey to Emerald. But when we were going Emerald, the only thing we were focused on was in developing leaders. We stopped having personality issues in our team. We gave free rein to people to grow themselves. We made sure our aquarium was the ocean, so they could grow into a bigger fish. But if my aquarium was small and I kept them trapped into that aquarium, their size would be based upon the size of my aquarium. So I made sure I did that. So if you are an upline and you've got a few downlines, you make sure that you don't become the aquarium for them. Give them an opportunity to plug in with your upline mentor, because they are the ocean they can plug into. And they can grow from there. Our Emerald ship is so phenomenal. I kid you not. There are many people that, knock on wood, people go Emerald. We went Emerald 7 years ago, actually. For the last 7 years, we have not missed even a single year.
In fact, this year we were almost
close to founders.
Next
We
year
missed it.
We are getting it done with
bulldozing it. We are going to probably have a we are going to have probably a founders Emerald, but actually Emerald in our downline in the US market, and multiple Q12s. And so we don't want, as an Emerald, we want to bring in 500 people to function. And that's what we want to do. As a diamond, we want to bring in 800 people to function. So that is our focus area. So you have a function that's coming up this weekend. Your objective is to think, man, can you imagine the leaders that are going to be there? It's going to be mind-blowing. You'll have a chance to listen to people like Kumar and Anjali. Sid and Rup, that they'll be there, right? Kumar and Anjali will be there. This guy, Sugit and Kajal Ajmani will be there. Right? Obviously, Sid and Rup Ganguly will be talking.
Yes.
And when they are talking, man, you got to cheer. At home, you got to become a Sardar and do some Bhangra steps when they are coming up on stage.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Chris, if it didn't quite make sense. It's a style of dancing, like as simple as that. So it's like a high peppy dance. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that, guys, you got to get excited. And Sid and Rup have got clarity. Do you see the way Sid talks? I am telling you guys, you got to understand. He's got that style of talking, which is like, it's like a charisma when he talks. I get, when I listen to his audios, I'm like in a trance literally, right? Because he's so good in his choice of words. He pauses, he puts expression. I just don't learn in his style of talking, but he knows how to emphasize on real words, the words that matter the most. And you know what? That is how a leader talks. A leader is able to communicate not just what they think, but they need to communicate what you need to know. That's the difference. And that's what Sin Group will do. This weekend conference is going to be mind blowing for you. You have a chance to see the changes that are happening, how the leadership is reinventing itself, how they are transforming themselves. And guess what? Every change is so welcome. I love change. Change is the only constant, and I love change. I'm telling you this. Some people say, I never wanted my spouse to change. No, I wanted my spouse to change, to become the person they wanted to become. I don't want them to be the one I want them to be. Dating days, I know Harshmeet and Anshul can talk about it. When they were dating each other, they were only doing what the other person wanted to do, not what they wanted to do. That was called the wooing process. After that, after marriage, you want the person to become what they want. I want them to change. I want them to be the true themselves so I can love them more for who they are. So same thing, business, leadership, Brit Worldwide, Amway Corporation, you are in the best possible place with the best possible leaders. And I can tell you this for sure. One of the most loved couples is Sid and Ru. And me and Vandana, even though we are cross lines, we want to hang out with them on the beaches of the world, in the real sense of the word.
Mm-hmm.
Because we enjoy their company tremendously. They are great friends of ours. And I didn't even need to come on this call, and they didn't need to invite us on this call. Actually, I shouldn't use the right word was, he didn't invite. He told me, Joy, I need you on this call. And that was it. Yes, sir, done. Because with Sid and Roop, and literally, and the leadership is like this. He told me, Joy, make sure you check with Ganesh.
In fact, it's an honor for us
Big
to
time.
be on this call, because I'm sure they have many leaders that they can do much better job than us. But really, we are thankful for this opportunity, and really, appreciate you guys.
So we are truly blessed. Hopefully that made sense to you. I know we were scattered. We are all over the place. We know we gave you snippets in different areas so that you can sit with Sid and Roop and get clarity in areas which impacted you. So maybe if a sentence irritated you, make sure you check with them, because that's what you need to learn. So we told you different areas which you can pick and choose on, and hopefully that's going to help you guys. Can't wait to see all of you moving on to Platinum and Q12 in the next coming year and a half to 2 years. It is only a brute force of 6 months to get into qualification. I kid you not. Get Eagle done, becomes a foundation for going Platinum. And as an Eagle, teach 4 other people to go Eagle. That's 7,500 points right there. Duplicate it enough number of times, you are an Emerald. So thank you, Sid and Roop. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and can't wait to truly be with you guys and go Diamond and make you all proud as well. Bye-bye.
Joy, Vandana, guys, you guys didn't need to do this. And I didn't order you a request. I can't do that, my friend. But you guys didn't need to do this. You had your own VCS. You took the time out. And it was like meeting old friends. That's how we meet now on the screen. Thank you again. I love to your children. And we're going to see you in Orlando. And make sure you pay for my coffee. All right?
Done. That's absolutely.
I'm on a huge diet, so don't get me butter chicken, naan, and all that. Don't get me. But listen, thank you, man. And to everyone on the team, guys, we have lots of fun. I know some of you guys see only the serious side of me, but we have tons of fun. And Joy and Vandana are the best examples of what an Amway fired up IBOs are. They have fun, husband and wife work together, they fall down, they get up, and they have so much momentum. I see the team in Edmonton, whatever I saw of them. I see them mover shakers panel. I see them here and there. We don't judge each other, we just hug each other. And it's so awesome, folks. And a lot of you guys need to know them and achievers. You're going to know your leaders and achievers. Again, Joy and Vandana, love you folks. Can't thank you enough. and we'll see you soon. So Subodh, over to you. And listen, folks, see you at the function. Hello, get your tickets. All right, swipe your card. Hey, Joy, how many people in your team do screen sharing at functions?
Actually, we don't do that.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
And if they do, they're punishable by death, aren't they?
See, the only thing I'll tell you what, and said you asked a question, so I'm going to answer it for you very simply. The way we look at it is that if you steal from anything, from anywhere, automatically your self-image goes down. If I steal by not having my own conference ticket, but I'm stealing somebody else's link, automatically I lose my self-image in my own eyes. And people may not know it, my downlines may not know it, my crosslines may not know it, but my upline does know it. And then that upline looks at me and says, is this the right person I'm working with? So I want to create the right environment for my upline to work with me.
And as a platinum, you get a list of everyone who's on the thing, right?
We can see it right there. Yeah, we can see.
And Joy, how many weak people have gone even 1,000 PV in the team? We buy their standing order, subscription, we transfer PV. That doesn't happen anymore. But how many weak people have really made it in the business? No one.
I think, Vandana, we have a statement, right? We say everybody is a leader. Some people lead people, some people lead us to people. So the thing is this, right? So if somebody has gone 1,000 points and they were not deserving of it, that means they led us to somebody. That's all I can tell you, right?
Love you guys again.
That's the easiest way. So
thank you, Vandana, and we'll see everyone at the function. Over to you, Subodh.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot, Joy and Vandana, for taking out time from your schedule and helping out the team here. And we are very, very blessed to have Sid and Roop, who are our rich dads and have those who knows those who's, and are able to invite them, and we are able to learn from everybody.
Hey, 1 second, Subodh, can I just have Roop say a few closing words, please? Sorry about that, man.
That's okay. You spoke, I spoke, it's the same thing. Thank you, Joy and Vandana. And all I can say, I was actually talking to Sid this morning when we were having a cup of tea in the backyard. Remember the 600 PV leadership we used to have in Detroit? Yeah, and and me and Vandana were pregnant at the same time. We delivered at the same time, and both of us would sneak in, with our perambulators and with the little ones inside, and we would just wait for the right spot. Right? Sometimes we would go this way, that way. I was just thinking about it so that we could get the right spot to listen to the speakers because we were not allowed to go inside. Do you remember that, Vandana? You're on mute, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I remember it very clearly. Yeah.
Yes, and I got reiterated because you've got a 20-year-old, I've got a 20-year-old, and how time and tide for no man's bite, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
Thank you again. Thank you so much for sharing your magic dust on the team. And definitely the team is not going to be the same. Of course, Shinoy leadership is something else. And that speaks volumes with your clarity and the way you deliver what you do on a day-to-day basis. Only a person who is in the zone can talk like this. So thank you very much yet again, and praying for your diamond ship next fiscal year. Thank you again. And back to you, Subodh.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you again, Joy and Vandana, and thank you, Sid and Roop. And thank you to all the IBOs, who connected and had their videos on, and, had candidates on the call as well. So best of luck to you guys, have some new IBOs, and see you at the function. So with that, we are done for the evening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm a winner. God created me and made me to win. I'm born to overcome, and I'm willing to change. I'm willing to learn.
What we teach this whole weekend is mindset.
No matter how many times you come to these events, they always get better.
But when you come to function, you're always hyped up.
I always get something new out of every single conference. Renewed spirit, renewed heart, renewed belief. It's weekends like this that really totally revolutionize your business.
Got to just run with it, activate on that energy, and just hit the ground and go.
The excitement, the energy, and the enthusiasm is just so contagious.
With the right books, with the right tools, with the right environment, that totally changed my mindset.
Mindset, it's not what is being done, it's who is doing.
A coach and a mentor can tell you exactly where you are, and they can help you get to the next level.
Mentorship is not just about what you're saying, it's how you're leading, it's developing you as a person.
The mentorship for our business has been the biggest factor in our success.
So mentorship has played a very big role for the time you got started to even today.
When you come here and you experience it and you get together, with the entire group, it just changes you and inspires you.
The principles, the thought process, the mindset that's been indoctrinated into you, that's what you leave with.
I'm willing to get educated, I'm willing to pay the price, and I will not be denied. And no one can steal my dream. That's it, period.